Hi. So, I just got home from dinner, and the main topic of wow, I'm so good at words. Um, Hello, Facebook, and eventually YouTube, because I'm going to be uploading these to both of those one way or another. Anyway, I just got home from dinner with my lovely family, and the main topic of conversation was, Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. And the theoreticality, I don't know, but the theoreticalness of crimes that were committed and if any is truly okay. So I only had to go off of lyrics there, but this time I'm doing the full thing. Oh lord, it is so messed up. Let me fix that. Okay, so let me just make this regular size to fit my screen. So here we have the Smooth Criminal video pulled up, right? Oh, also, so I also have the lyrics. Wait, let me see if they're in the description in the comments. No, they aren't. That is a little bit cringe. Okay, so let's just get this started. So immediately we're starting out in a probably would be like a New York kind of setting or populated city kind of setting. You know, tight alleyways and lots of winding streets, stuff like that. Also, this video is personally sponsored by C4 Energy. Can you guys sponsor me? That'd be really appreciated. Anyway, yeah, and they're Skittles flavor. I have been obsessed with these things, and the good thing about them is, sure, they're an energy drink, but oh, you jerk, they're not super unhealthy because they're technically a workout drink. Yeah, this is brought to you, but not really, by C4 Energy. C4 Energy, please sponsor me. Anyway, let's do this. He's running down alleyway. Oh shoot, I don't have sound. Boom. Okay, we have sound. Oh, I forgot to switch. Okay, so after having gone through the entire music video and looking through, shut up, Colgate, I don't care. After going through the yeah, going through the music video and going through the stupid lyrics as well, let me pull up a Google Docs that will help me. You know what? Google Slides, actually. I'm going to pull up a Google Slides that can help me get to know what this, other side, please. That can help me set up this timeline. Let me make a bunch of slides real quick. So, oh, wait, I forgot what the song is called for a minute. So, first off, the beginning of the timeline is, of course, we'll go back up to the top. As he came into the window, it was the sound of a crescendo. So we start this off by I am in the thought of Michael Jackson himself being the Smooth Criminal. He breaks through the window. He breaks through the window, obviously. He breaks through the window. Came into her apartment. He breaks the window and gets cut on the way in, leaving his own blood on the carpets. God damn it. If I can type right, leaving his own blood on the carpets because he cut his fingers on the way in. Mr. Jackson cut his fingers on the way in. After hearing him break into the apartment, she runs and hides underneath a table. For our hypothetical, she runs under this table. He breaks in through here. She runs under this table out of this room to hide herself. So yes, he breaks in, and But after she runs under the table, he sees that she's very unable to fight back, so he thinks he knows this will be easy. After this, she runs into the bedroom to try and get away from him. Let's just imagine that there's a door here, not a wall, obviously. So she runs into the bedroom where our smooth criminal, Michael Jackson, strikes her down. It was her doom. And are you okay, Annie? So, here's what I'm thinking. Michael Jackson might not be doing this on his own will, but it was certainly Michael Jackson himself who did this, who caused this whole thing to happen. I hate how bright this is, because I look pasty pale white because of it. I'm just going to pull up the lyrics onto here, because that's just kind of easy. Well, let me duplicate this and go back. So, I'm just going to look at this for the most part so you guys can see my face. Okay. Actually, I kind of like looking at this better. So, my assumption here is Michael Jackson did not do it himself. Or he has a change of heart or something, because then he begins to ask her if she's okay. After striking her down, he begins to ask if she's okay. Dude, we're gonna call it this. Oh, you jerk. So, yeah, after chasing her into the bedroom, he asks her if she's okay, as it like to imply that he's worried about her well-being, about her safety after just hitting her over the head, which is a little strange to me. Which is a little bit strange to me, but it could be the fact that something happened between him and Annie, and he was upset, very frustrated with what she did, and he was in a blind rage. So, for this line, to me at least, I think that it cuts to somebody talking to Annie, like a quick response detective or a policeman or something, and he's repeating back to her what she said. Or he's repeating back to her what he was told. Oh, my headphones just turned off. Whatever. He's repeating back to her what they were told by Michael Jackson. I don't know how to spell that word. Okay. Resuscitated. So, I'm just going to close that. And then it begins again, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? And the detective and police say, you've been hit by a smooth criminal. Somebody who didn't leave any signs of the accident, somebody who didn't leave any clues or anything that could lead back to him, Michael Jackson, except the blood on the carpet at the windows, which they assume is Annie's. Then we come back to Michael Jackson, who says, they came into the Outway. It was Sunday, what a black day. For these three lines, we're back in Michael Jackson's. He's saying that the first responders and police and EMS came through the Outway to get into her apartment. They came around back, got in, got up, real quick, tried to not bother people. Then we cut to a police or a detective. Every time I tried to find him, he's leaving no clues left behind him. meaning this is a string. This is a multi-person occurrence. Michael Jackson has done this multiple times. So, ow. Okay, I missed. Well, this means that Mr. Jackson has committed crimes, possibly murders, multiple times, on multiple occasions. Breaking and entering and assault, specifically. He had no way of knowing of the suspect or what to expect. So, this is an EMS. This is an EMS point of view, not knowing what to expect, what's going to happen. He arrives on the scene and begins mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, CPR, until the heartbeats start sounding again. Her heart starts beating. She comes back temporarily. Intimidations. The pressure is on. The pressure is definitely on him. So, then we move into Annie, are you okay? Just another repeating. I'm not really concerned as to what that could be. This is possibly Michael Jackson himself bragging at Annie, basically, when he has a moment alone with her, bragging at her for being hit by a smooth criminal who knows what he's doing. This is police. Okay, I want everybody to clear the area. Obviously, it's police having everybody to clear the area. So, then we can go back to... I don't know what to call this one. But Annie's alive. Annie is living, and she's trying to respond. She can't remember, obviously, due to the intense blunt force trauma that she received from Michael Jackson striking her, beating her with something, obviously. We don't know what he hit her with, unfortunately. So then we have, then we switch back to, then we go on to this. Annie's dying again. Oops. Oopsie. Annie's dying again. Oopsie. So, we cut back to Annie, darn it. And the Dead Gonnet line is the EMS getting annoyed that they're losing her. And by the end, we have the hoo-hoos, the hoo-hoo, the hoo-hoo. Those are somebody crying. Somebody crying, possibly at her funeral. Somebody crying, yeah. I can just delete this one. Delete. So, and eventually she dies, once again. So, the full story in full of Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. I'm going to switch that so it's slightly more bearable. Well, let's do that so it's slightly bearable. So, Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. The Smooth Criminal obviously breaks in. He busts through the windows and cuts his fingers, his fingertips on the way in, leaving his blood in the carpets, which the police can't immediately identify as his. They think it was Annie's blood on the carpets. Then Annie begins running to after chasing Annie into the bedroom. Annie hides, of course, under the tables, and he knows that she's an easy pick. So Annie runs away into the bedroom, and Michael strikes her down. Snaps out of his blind rage and realizes what he's done, and is Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Yeah. So then we have this. Michael Jackson calls the police and the first responders because he snaps out of his blind rage and realizes what he's done. And they arrive on the scene. Michael plays innocent. He says he was just the neighbor coming to check on her, scared that she cut her fingers or something on accident. No, sorry. He heard what happened, and he had cut his fingers on the glass. And he tells the police what happened, and Annie gets resuscitated by the EMS, who begin to ask her what happened. They repeat back to Annie, the police, what happened to her after she gets resuscitated. Then we go to the Annie, are you okay? I don't know. All of this, I don't know. All of that is them talking to her, but she's unable to respond properly because she doesn't know what happened, because she doesn't remember it. She doesn't remember. She just knows that she got hurted after she knows that somebody broke into her apartment, and then everything goes black in her memory because the adrenaline kicks in, and then she gets beat over the head and knocked unconscious and temporarily killed. Then we cut back to Annie's second death of the of the song. She begins to fade away again after being put under so much stress and pressure. She passes out from the stress, and the EMS are getting upset that they're the EMS are getting upset that they're losing her for the dadgonnet line. And eventually they lose her. Hoo-hoo. Somebody crying. Sounds like boo-hoo. And that is it. So, Michael Jackson breaks into her apartment. He breaks into her apartment, cuts his fingers on the way in, leaving blood. God, my jaw is killing me. He breaks in, cuts his fingers, knocks her out, almost kills her. Technically does kill her. He calls the police, who they bring her back and they talk to her about what happened, and then she dies again because of the immense stress and all of the chemicals, that is, all the chemical reactions inside her body. They cause her to pass out from stress, and she dies. So, let's go back and look at the questions that we have. Is Annie okay? No, Annie is dead. How many unsubs were there? 1. Michael Jackson. Whose blood was on the carpet? Both. We can assume that both people's bloods was both Annie and Michael's blood was spilled onto the carpet. Who is the narrator? The narrator is constantly switching, because in the beginning it's Michael Jackson speaking to the police, speaking innocently. Then it's a police and EMS talking to Annie for basically the rest of the song. Then right here it's Michael, here it's a police, and here is EMS. Then we cut back down to the police again. The police and EMS talking to Annie. So, across the whole thing, the total narrators are Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal himself, the EMS, and the police. What was the cause of death, assuming she's dead? Blunt force trauma, obviously. Being hit over the head by something from Michael Jackson. Because there's no indication as to what she was hit by. She was just struck by something. What was the timeline? We already talked about the timeline. Timeline's right here. I'll send it. It'll be linked in the description or in the post. Is Hoo a representation for crying? That one is unanswered, technically, but I personally think it is. So, that being said, this has been a immorally long analysis of Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. This took me 45 minutes. So, for Christ's sake, I had a lot of fun doing this, honestly. And if you enjoyed this video, please, do like the video, and if you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, stuff like that. I'm going to be uploading on my YouTube more. And if you're seeing this on Facebook, go check out my YouTube channel. I'll have my mom link it. So, that being said, thank you so much for watching. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. I miss.